In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best cards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think are the top 10 best cards right now in this game? And also let me know if you guys want to see an updated top 10 best cards in this game, not including 100 overall cards, because obviously this list is going to be a majority of 100 and an invincible card. So obviously I know people can't really afford all of these cards on this list, but I want to go over what are the actual top 10 best cards in this game. But if you guys would want to see an updated top 10, maybe in a week or so, going over the top 10 best cards, not including any 100 overall or invincible card, let me know down below. But hopefully you guys do enjoy this video as well, and let me know, like I said, what you guys think are the top 10 best cards right now in my team. But at number 10, I do have 100 overall Penny Hardaway, 6'7" point guard, 6'11" wingspan. I will say the new 100 overall Oscar Robertson was definitely in consideration for being a top 10 card in this game. I think he's very close to Penny Hardaway. I do like Penny a little bit more because of the size, 6'7" at point guard with a longer wingspan. He's also got the Pro 2 fade as well as Oscar Robertson, but the main difference to me is the fact that Penny Hardaway does have the Darius Garland dribble style compared to Oscar Robertson, who has the Devin Booker dribble style. I think that does make quite a big of a difference. I think the Garland dribble style really helps you on offense with the movement and the dribbling. So I do think Penny is slightly better of a point guard than Oscar, and I do think overall is the 10th best card in this game. I do think he's still one of the best point guards in my team. Number 9 is going to be, I will say, probably our only non-100 overall card on this list, and that's because it's Galaxy Opal Wemby. He's 7'4" at center, 7'8" wingspan, and this card is still one of the most broken cards in this game, and it has nothing really to do with the stats and the badges. It has everything to do with this card's jump shot. I have no idea why, but if you guys have used either Pink Diamond Wemby or Galaxy Opal Wemby, it doesn't matter which card, but his jump shot is seriously uncontestable, and I think people don't realize how important that is in game and just how overpowered that can be if you're facing an opponent that doesn't really know how to deal with that, because you have to jump. If Victor Wembanyama is shooting a 3-ball, and I don't care how tall your center is, if you have Yao Ming, Manute Bol, if they're raiding Wemby's face and you're not jumping, that's going to be an open contest. You have to jump, and sometimes you have to actually block the shot for it not to be considered wide open with Victor Wembanyama's jump shot. I don't know if it's because of the height or the wingspan. I don't think it is, because there's cards that have, you know, Zach Edey's just as tall, you know, taller and a longer wingspan, but he doesn't have that type of jump shot. He's very easy to contest compared to a card like Wemby. So I do think you have to keep that into account with Victor Wembanyama of why I still think he's a top 10 card in this game. I know he has low strength, maybe not the highest speed, and yes, there is a better center card, maybe a couple better centers, you know, in this top 10. But I still think Victor Wembanyama is overall a top 10 card in my team. I got him here at number 9. Number 8 is going to be 100 overall Chris Webber. I think he could be higher on this list potentially, but the thing I don't really like about Chris Webber, it really comes down to his size up. I think, you know, his behind the back could also be a lot better. Not a huge fan of his behind the back, which is LaMelo Ball. I do think the Curry escape is good, but I like the Trey escape and the Kemba escape a lot more. And again, only having the normal size up isn't the greatest in my personal opinion. He does have the Darius Garland dribble style. He does have the Pro 2 fade. He does have the Patty Mills base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick. I think he has an elite jump shot. He has an elite fade. He's got great height and wingspan at the small forward position. And I'm definitely nitpicking, right? Like, this card is still insane. I think the best small forward in my team. So when I'm saying, you know, he could have a better behind the back, a better escape, blah, 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 I'm just saying that because we're talking about the best of the best cards in this game. Is Chris Webber obviously amazing, the best small forward? 100% yes. Is he top 5 in my personal opinion? I'm just gonna have to say no. Now number 7 is gonna be 100 overall MJ. Again, a card that is insanely good at point guard, 6'6" at point guard, 6'11" wingspan. Obviously the stats and the badges are elite. The thing about this MJ card is I do wish he had a better fade. I really like his jump shot though. The Matt Ryan base, Cal Korver upper on very quick is still one of the better 3-hunting jump shots in this game. I do really like his dribble style. I really like his escape. I think his behind the back is good, but could be better. But again, not a huge fan of his size up. I think if he had like the Steve Francis size up, if he had even like a different size up than his own, I think it could make him a lot better in my personal opinion. Because again, we have to nitpick, right? If we're looking at a card like Shea, right, and we're comparing Shea to Michael Jordan, Shea's got that Steve Francis size up while also having the Darius Garland dribble style. Shea has the Pro 2 fade where MJ doesn't, and I also do like Shea's behind the back more than MJ's, which he does have James Harden. So again, when we're nitpicking, talking about the best point guards and the best cards at a position, it comes down to a couple different animations, a couple different sigs. You know, the stats and the badges are all going to be relatively the same and don't really have too big of an effect on cards nowadays. When we're talking about the best of the best, it really doesn't come down to the stats and the badges. All these cards are very similar. It comes down to the animations, and I do think Jordan, while still being the second best point guard in this game, while still being the best maybe the best offensive card in this game at the point guard position. Could definitely make an argument between him and Shea. I think I got him here at number 7. Number 6 might seem a little bit low, and I think you could potentially move up Tracy McGrady a couple spots if you wanted to. He is a 6'8" shooting guard with a 7'2" wingspan. We take a look at the animations. He's got a great jump shot. To me, it's not like the best jump shot in this game, but it is definitely a great release. He's got the Curry fade. He's got the Steve Francis size up. He's got the Kemba escape. Not a huge fan of this Dame behind the back, again, compared to like the Trey behind the back, the Shea behind the back, the Kawhi behind the back. I think all of those are a lot better in my personal opinion. So I'm not a huge fan of his behind the back, but that Steve Francis size up is amazing. Also having the Garland dribble style, of course, the Kemba escape, a really good jump shot. Like, this card is insane. But for me personally, at number 5, I do think Tim Duncan is slightly better of a card than Tracy McGrady. And for the one reason that he's an amazing defender, one of the best defenders in this entire game. And it's not like T-Mac is a bad defender whatsoever. He's 6'8" at the shooting guard position with 99 defensive stats, great Hall of Fame defensive badges. But I feel like Tim Duncan plays a little bit better defense in game, seems a lot more valuable on that side of the floor compared to Tracy McGrady. And in my opinion, I think he's just as good offensively. Like, I know it might sound crazy to say because T-Mac is one of the best offensive cards in this game, but like, Tim Duncan's got an elite level jump shot. He's got the Pro 2 fade. He's got a better behind the back. He's got the Garland dribble style, the Kemba escape. The big difference is he doesn't have the Steve Francis size up, but I do think that Trey behind the back makes more of a difference. Well, again, being a better defender, in my personal opinion, having a little bit more value, being 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan, I think makes him just very slightly ahead of Tracy McGrady when we're talking about these two cards compared. I think you could argue Tracy McGrady higher, and I definitely wouldn't disagree with that necessarily, but I got Tim Duncan as the 5th best card in my team. Number 4 is going to be 100 overall Shea. I think he's the best point guard in this game. I don't think it's by a country mile. I think Jordan is still very good, but I think Jordan probably has a better jump shot. Shea has the way better fade in my personal opinion. I think Shea's movement is a lot better, a better behind the back. I think he's also got, I don't remember, just Jordan has Kemba escape, right? Yeah, Jordan has the Kemba escape, but I do think Shea has the way better behind the back with the Shea behind the back. I think he's got a much better size up, a huge improvement there, having the Steve Francis size up while also having the Garland dribble style. And I do think this card gets better standing dunk animations as well. So Shea to me is the best point guard in this game, and overall I think is the 4th best card in my team. Now the top 3, to me personally, I think is pretty clearly the top 3 cards in this game. Number 3 is 100 overall Wilt, 7'1" card, can play power forward with an 8-foot wingspan. And I think he's the only card in this game that can guard the 100 overall Yao Ming card, and we'll talk about that card here in a second, that I do think is one of the most broken cards we've ever seen in my team. And I think Wilt is the only card that can somewhat compete with that Yao Ming card. They gave Wilt an amazing jump shot. They gave him seriously one of the best catch and shoot jump shots in this game, especially for a big man. He's got the Pro 2 fade. He's got like Kemba escape. He's got Russell Westbrook dribble style. So if you need to move a little bit with this card, you can. But I mean, just for the sheer like defense, the sheer rebounding ability, and the fact that he's able to keep up and guard a card like Yao and kind of be the only card that can do that. And in my opinion, I do think Yao is the best card in this game. I got Kevin Durant at 2. I got Yao Ming at number 1. I did ask this on Twitter. If you guys saw my Twitter post last night, I was asking you guys on Twitter who you guys thought was better between Yao and Kevin Durant. So I want you guys also here on YouTube to let me know, who do you guys think is better of a card right now, Kevin Durant or Yao Ming? And I think it really comes down to, are you really good at this game with a card like Kevin Durant? Because if you are a guy like Splash, or a guy that is really good at 3 hunting, or these guys that really know how to take advantage of this Steve Francis size up, really know how to take advantage of KD's fade and all of these great dribble sigs, then I think you could argue that Kevin Durant is a better card in the right hands. But I think for the majority of the 2K player base that even is like me, I'm better with Yao Ming than I am Kevin Durant, because I'm not some dribble head. I don't know all the best dribble sigs in this game. I'm not really good at dribbling to create open shots. Like, I'm not one of those 3 hunting guys, right? I'm more of a defensive player that is pretty good at rim running and can sometimes, 3 hunt a little bit, and just being smart at this game. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the best offensive player and I know how to 3 hunt and dribble like crazy, but I do think I'm good defensively. And I think a card like, for me personally, I think a card like Yao, for me personally, would be the best card in this game, just because you don't have to have any skill to use this card. And I would say I don't have a lot of skill in this game. Yao is 7'6" at center, 7'9" wingspan with 97 speed, 97 agility, has a great jump shot, even has some dribble sigs, so you're able to move a little bit with this card if you need to. But he's just so broken, being 7'6" with that type of speed, that high of stats and badges across the board, a really good jump shot. Like, it's just insane. He can shoot over the top of any single card in this game. He is unstoppable going to the rim because of his speed. Like I said, the only card that could really contain him down low as well, because Yao's gonna post up a Wemby. He's got too much strength, right? He's gonna back down to Zach Edey, or not back down to Zach Edey. He's going to run around to Zach Edey because of the speed. He's going to back down to Porzingis with his strength and just size. And he's just going to go up over a card like Kristaps, because Kristaps doesn't really play much defense on the interior. But Will Chamberlain's the only card that is fast enough to keep up with Yao and is also strong enough and able to handle him in the post, right? Because of the 8-foot long wingspan, Yao isn't able to just turn around and go up as much or drop step, you know, Wilt as Yao is able to do on a lot of other cards. So that's why I do have Wilt very high, is because he, in my opinion, is the only card that has any sort of chance of stopping this Yao Ming card. But I do think Yao, for the majority of the 2K player base, is going to be the best card in my team. But let me know in the comment section down below your guys' thoughts and opinions. Get in the comment section. Let me know who you guys think is better, Yao or Kevin Durant, as the best card in this game. Obviously, both of them are ridiculously good in their own rights. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know also what you guys thought about my top 10 list and what you guys would change about it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.